Now in Tampa Bay with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. The Cardinals with a big opportunity today. The chance to clinch a division crown with a win. And Singy, this could be the climax of an improbable run for them this year.
Boog, I'd love to lie, but honestly, I didn't see it coming. I mean, these guys were not on the top of my list of contending teams by any means coming into the year. But you know what? They've really put together a special season.
Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Squeezes it, and there's one down.
The left fielder, number 33.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan. Up the middle. Over to Diaz. 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. This to third. Over to Diaz. And that'll do it. In order go the Cardinals, as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Gray back to work. Right through there for a strike. Gray into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Here's the catcher, Ben Wertvet. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ball popped up. Win. Hooks it away for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Josh.
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. That's in there. 0-1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Ray's held in check here, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Tropicana Field, we go to the 9th, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Recognize the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
That one to first. Diaz steps on the bag. Now one gone in the 9th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Hellman. Pinch hitter coming on, Nolan Arenado. Looking to drive in a run with 1 out and a runner at third. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So man aboard, and now it's going to be Alec Burleson. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. Chance to drive in 2 for him. 1 out, runners at second and third. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And a foul ball.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And a big swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Bounce to the left side, but it kicks foul. Cut on and lifted in the air. DeLuca pulls that one down. All 3 runners tagging up. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching. Ivan Herrera, the new catcher now. Now up for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim. 0 for 3 in this one.
Herrera.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's K number 15 in the ball game. He's really dealing.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Lau at the plate, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That's in there.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Diaz leads off first with 1 away. On the ground left side, 6-4. And the St. Louis Cardinals have captured another National League Central Division title. So the St. Louis Cardinals get the win and lock up a division title. Tremendous season for a team that was not expected to be here, Singy.
It's unbelievable, Boog. I mean, they weren't even supposed to come close to the postseason, and they go out there and take the division crown. I mean, just a terrific story and one of the biggest in the game this year. So I got to say, huge congratulations to this club.
Here at Great American Ballpark, welcome in John Shambi and Chris Singleton. We've got 1 out here in inning number 7. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. That's outside.
No, that's out.
Ball one. Swings through that one for strike one. Big spot.
1-1.
2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that'll keep more runs. Put 2 on the board on 3 hits. 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Barlow back to work. Check swing, and that's a ball.
You know, these Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than 10% of the time, which is excellent.
That one out to right. Steer pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
So those numbers I just mentioned tell me they've been really smart at the plate. They're feasting on the healthy stuff and avoiding the junk. Kind of sounds like your diet, Boo.
Out to short. On to first. And they get Arenado for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's Ivan Herrera. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count. Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Tap back to the mound. Fires over to first. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Matthew Liberatore.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Just missed. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that skips into dirt.
2-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Inside. And that's ball 3.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a ground ball. Sneaks through, base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single. And now it's Gavin Lux. And that is out of play.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
The shortstop takes the ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Fastball for a strike. Swings and misses. 2-2.
2-2's the count.
Man at first, 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner off, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out. typically the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Reds leave 1. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Rogers.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And that one fouled off. Rogers goes 6 feet 3 inches, 190 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And miss, struck him out, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So up next, Lars Nootbaar, 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a flyout. And he hits a ground ball right side, and a foul ball. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Ground ball right side. Encarnacion Strand takes it himself. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Ball 1, no strikes.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Towards first. Oh, what a stop. And it gets by him.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Coming home. The relay. He's safe. And they lead by 2. Michael Hellman next up for the Cardinals. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. So now a pinch hitter, Logan Baker, looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. The run comes in from second. The relay throw in there safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an.
Pitching for the Reds.
Here's Luis Robert, also 50. Known as La Pantera.
Sam Moe.
Late with the swing there.
0-1.
And that one is inside. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Reaching for it and brings it in. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. 1 left. Now into the ball game on defense, Nolan Gorman. He'll play second base. Here's the Reds catcher,
number 16,
Ryan Helsley, on to try and close it out. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
For the Cardinals.
Inside, just missed.
Ryan Helsley.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Herrera hauls it in, and there's 1 away. He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. And that's fouled off. And that one
That's
missing inside a sharp slider.
1-1.
One out, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. Now only one out remaining. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Pitches in there. It's 0-1.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Helsley is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Back here at Busch Stadium, John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the seventh with nobody out.
The first baseman,
one-run game.
Wade
Here's
Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr. Right through there for a strike.
0-1 for count.
And there's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there
Elliott.
stepping up to the challenge. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going.
Win. Feeds to second. Out there. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And here is Matt Chapman. The other way. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
On the ground. They get the force, and that is the inning. So the Giants leave one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Herrera.
Up and in. Ball one.
1-0.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
That's in there. 0-1.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
On the ground to third. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
And a foul ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Hit in the air out to center field. Matos makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they lead by 2.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But
fastball, and he gets out of the way. Donovan at second with 2 down. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Hayden Birdsong is done. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher.
Now
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Randy Rodriguez.
Number 73.
And compared to a lot of other
Randy
relievers, strikeouts have not
Rodriguez.
been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Swinging a foul straight back. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here, the bottom of the 7th. Left field, way back there. That one's got a chance. And gone! They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 32nd of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's Nolan Gorman, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Into second, and he's got a double. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
Line drive. That's a base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson. 0 for 3 in this one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Yastrzemski ranging back, stretches out and hauls it in. But 2 rounds. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Mats back to work. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Mats still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one. And at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
And it stays fair. So a man at first. Here's the center fielder, Luis Matos. Foul ball there. Yastrzemski gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
One of the first real jams of the game for him, Boog. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That misses. Now 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Steps on third for one, and that's all they'll get. Oh, he throws it away. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error.
Up next,
well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Fitzgerald, the next to hit, takes ball one. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that one inside, and it hit him. Wisely now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The flip, it's there, and that's a great play. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So here's Wade now. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. 0-2 now as he swings through it. 0-2. Bounce to the right side. Gorman in plenty of time to first, out to escape. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Man at first, Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
That's hard hit on the line. Ramos makes the grab, one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Just missed it.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And the 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Sean Shelley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
64.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now Mason Wynn. Oh, he gloves it. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. On the ground to third. Arenado to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Arenado to first in time, and they're down to their last out. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cardinals come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. Back here in Milwaukee with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. The Redbirds with a chance to set the all-time record for wins in a season with a victory here. What a season it's been for them, Singy. Just dominant the whole way through.
Just simply incredible, Boog. I mean, this should be such a nice feather in the cap for them, and they've already tied one of baseball's most impressive records, and to have a chance at breaking it, wow.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yoel Payamps appears to be getting loose. And the sweeper is off the plate. Late on that fastball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to the left. Ortiz. Jump throw. And they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
That's out to center field. And there's 2 down.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
And now here is Brendan Donovan. On the ground, right side. Terang. To first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. There's the strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
To the right side. Throw to first in time. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Contreras in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one hit to right. Nootbaar moves under it. Brings it in. Out number 2. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. In there, and it's 0-1. Hoskins pushes it foul. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's gone over the left field wall. His 33rd homer of the year, and the Cardinals have the lead now. It's 3-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Here's Nolan Gorman. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Fastball right back to the mound. Throws to first. Out. Now one gone in the ninth. Luis Robert now 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Tobias Myers up and throwing. Quintana warming up as well. Gets under it and pops it up. Monasterio makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And a breaking ball misses outside. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is fouled back.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Slice down the right side. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
I kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So a man aboard. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Pickoff throw. Win back in on a dive. That's to third. Ortiz. The throw to first. And they get Arenado for the out. And that's the third out. One for the Cardinals on the solo. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom of the inning. Ryan Helsley comes out trying to close it out.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
1-run game, bottom 9. That one at triple digits. Got him swinging. So digging in, Joseph Ortiz. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. And fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Brewers.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
That one the other way. That's a hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. So up next, Sal Frelick. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Tying run at first. The winning run at the plate.
No, that's down.
Squirts away a little bit. Goes to second. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Helsley is just 1 strike away. Got him! And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close. So the St. Louis Cardinals with a new mark in baseball history, passing the 1906 Chicago Cubs and the 2001 Seattle Mariners for the most wins in a single season. Incredible run for them, Singy.
Absolutely amazing feat, Boog. I mean, just to say the least there. This is now an historic team. And one thing to remember, though, neither of those clubs went on to win the World Series. But I don't think that's going to give these guys any type of pause. They're going to roll into October with a world of confidence. And I think they're built for the postseason grind.
Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Del Castillo in the box now, takes strike one. That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Rodriguez back to work. That one fouled off.
You know, these Cardinals, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Gurriel handles the chance.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now batting.
Here's
the
Nolan
second
Gorman.
baseman,
Both
Nolan
2 in this one.
Gorman.
Fly ball down the line. Gurriel trying to get there. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting.
And now
the
here's the big center fielder, Luis
Luis
Robert. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Down the left field line, should be extra bases. Donovan around third. Now a relay to the plate, but it's offline. And it's 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Now here is Mason Wynn. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Tag out, trying to scramble back. Too aggressive with the turn at first, and that's the inning. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. 8th inning. New inning getting started. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get
manager out of the dugout. Righty reliever out of the pen, Tank Hens.
Number 30.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And he takes a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes. And there's 1 down.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. This is his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
This one lifted in the air, left field. That gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Kendall Graveman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Arenado stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Joe Mantiply, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Puck also getting ready. Ground ball up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting.
And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Herrera.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it. 1 away. Here's the Cardinal DH, Jordan Walker, 1 for 2. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And now 2 aboard.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Carroll under it. And that's the inning. So the Cards stranded. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Ketel Marte. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Ryan Helsley.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Here's Josh Naylor. Swung on, belted. Robert going back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Nope, that's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLDS. Swing and a foul out of play. One strike away from securing game 1. And that's a little bit high. The count now 2-2. That's the 3rd, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Safe at second. He legs out the double.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout firing up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Next offering is foul back. Helsley. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. So the St. Louis Cardinals have jumped out to a 1-0 lead in this division series.
Yeah, and that carries a lot of weight in a 5-game series, Boog. It's huge to get an advantage right away.
Yep, a Game 2 victory will have them 1 step away from the LCS.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, on the other side, losing Game 1 can really sharpen that focus, man. Those guys know that they've got very little room for error at this point.